Let's talk about this. 3 quick mini cases to set expectations. A SaaS onboarding flow where fixing search results cut repeat searches by 18% and bumped trial starts by 9%. An e-commerce site where surfacing product snippets in search reduced abandoned searches by 12% and lifted purchases by 6%. And a publisher that used better search excerpts to lower exit searches by 20% and increase newsletter signups by 5%. That gives you a sense, real, measurable wins without a total rebuild. That's great.
Let's dive in. In the next 10 minutes, you will get a 5-step playbook and a 2-week pilot template with clear KPIs. Most definitely, you'll walk away with one thing to ship in 48 hours and what to watch for in weeks 2 to 6. I hear you if you're thinking, this sounds heavy. It's not. We're keeping it ops-friendly.
Quick diagnostic. Where do you actually find on-site search logs? Common places? Your app analytics, Mixpanel, Amplitude, your CMS or search provider, Algolia, Elastic, Coveo, e-commerce platforms, and often server logs or a simple events table in BigQuery. The one tip I give teams, don't trust query frequency alone. Combine queries with session metrics, repeat search rate for the same user, time on page after a search, and conversion path. If a query has high volume and users still bounce or search again, that's a signal of friction.
On privacy and first steps, export your top 200 queries, but never keep PII. Remove any names or emails, hash identifiers like user IDs, strip session tokens, and use a short retention window. 30 days is our recommendation. Also set a minimum volume threshold. Don't prioritize a theme unless it has at least 30 queries a week. That prevents chasing noise on small sites.
Once you have that clean sample, cluster intent themes. Keep it lightweight. Start with prefix grouping, things that start the same way. Then manual buckets, and a simple TF-IDF pass for the oddball queries. The one step you can do now, tag the top 20 themes for review. Don't over-engineer it. A spreadsheet with buckets and example queries gets you 80% of the value.
Next, map those themes to tactical fixes. We use 5 go-to moves. Update metadata and snippets so search results land users directly. Add micro CTAs in search results, like Start Trial or Add to Cart. Create help excerpts or inline FAQ answers for common problems. Insert contextual internal links to relevant pages. And identify experiment candidates, small A/B tests you can run. Pick one theme and one fix to ship today with a measurable KPI.
Prioritization is where teams go sideways if they only look at frequency. We recommend a simple scoring rubric: volume times intent closeness times conversion leverage. Volume is your N of queries. Intent closeness is how directly the query maps to a conversion action, and conversion leverage is the relative lift you could expect from a fix. Rank your top 10 themes and include feasibility as a tiebreaker. Guardrail. Apply the N greater than 30 threshold so low-volume outliers don't hijack resources.
For pilot design, run a 2-week pilot focused on 1 or 2 high-priority themes. Your KPIs are repeat search reduction. You want to drop in the same query. Micro-conversions, like click-throughs on a new snippet. And the primary outcome, trial starts or purchases. Set rollback rules. If repeat searches don't drop by at least X% or micro-conversions don't move, revert and iterate. Keep the experiment cadence tight. 2 weeks gives you a fast feedback loop.
And measure carefully. Cross-check query frequency with session metrics. Are users who search these queries staying longer, clicking help, or converting? If not, the fix might be surface level. That's when you pivot to a deeper UX or content change. Also document your hypothesis before you ship. What do you expect to change and why? So the pilot is a learning moment, not guesswork.
Let's dig into a couple of anonymized mini cases. SaaS example, top theme was how to connect X to Y. We added a focused help excerpt and a micro CTA in search results. Repeat searches dropped 15% and trial starts rose 9% in 2 weeks. E-commerce, customers searched running shoes return policy. Improving snippet text and adding an inline link cut repeat searches by 12% and lifted purchases by 6%. Publisher,
Search for How to Cancel Membership Returned Outdated Pages. Update the snippet and add a direct help card, reduced exit searches by 20%. These are real, repeatable patterns.
Lessons learned from those pilots: anonymize first, apply the N greater than 30 rule, and always pair search signals with conversion context. Small changes in copy or linking can move the needle. Heavy engineering is often unnecessary. Also, if a query reveals a product gap, escalate to product, but verify with a pilot before speccing a major build.
Resources. We made a free on-site search checklist and a 2-week pilot template that walks you step by step. Export, anonymize, cluster, map sixes, score, run the pilot, and measure. You can download it from ThinkIt Media's site. Also, quick note, we offer an optional paid pilot if you'd rather have us run the 2-week test. It's clearly labeled as paid on the page and is totally optional. Either way, there's a free template you can use immediately.
One tactical step to run today: export your top 200 queries, run the basic anonymization, strip emails and names, hash IDs, remove session tokens, and then filter to themes with at least 30 queries per week. That single action will give you a safe, meaningful sample to start tagging and prioritizing. That sounds great.
Before we sign off, quick checklist of KPIs to watch. Repeat search reduction, micro-conversion CTR on new snippets or CTAs, time on page improvements, and finally, downstream conversions, like trial starts or purchases. If you want a conservative trigger for rollback, use a 5 to 10% repeat search reduction or a measurable micro-conversion lift depending on volume.
We took the risks you should care about seriously. Sanitize data first so you never expose PII. Use the N greater than 30 threshold so noise doesn't mislead you. And run small pilots with rollback rules so you fix root causes instead of symptoms. Follow those mitigations and you keep this process privacy first and results focused.
All right, if you found this useful, grab the free checklist and 2-week pilot template at ThinkIt Media. Subscribe to the show so you don't miss future playbooks like this. And if you want us to run a paid pilot, you'll see that option clearly labeled on the download page. Definitely worth trying that export today.
One last line. Export and anonymize those 200 queries now. Apply the N greater than or equal to 30 filter and tag your top 20 themes. You'll have something actionable before lunch. I hear you. It's simpler than it sounds, and it moves the needle.
Thanks for listening to Today in Design and SEO Marketing, the podcast you need. Let's talk about this again next episode. 100%.